The vessel inquiry of Khans. Homage to thee, Khans in thee, in Thebes. Nefer, Hotep, the noble child that came forth from the lotus. Horus, lord of time. One is he. Ho, silver, lord of silver. Shentai, lord of Shentai, lord of the disk. The great entity, the vigorous bull, the son of the Ethiopian. Come to me, noble child, the great entity that is in the disk, who pleaseth men. Pomo, who is called the mighty bull. Pomo, who is called the mighty bull, the great entity that is in the Uzat, that came forth from the four boundaries of eternity. The punisher of the flesh, whose name is not known, nor his nature, nor his likeness. I know thy name, I know thy nature, I, thy likeness. Great is thy name. Air is thy name. Excellent is thy name. Hidden is thy name. Mighty one of the entities is thy name. He whose name is hidden from all the entities is thy name. Mighty is thy name. All entities is thy name. Lotus, lion, ram is thy name. Ua comes, Lord of the lands. No comes, Lord of the lands, is thy name. Amakar of heaven is thy name. Lotus flower of the stars cometh. I-O, Net I-O is thy name. Thy form is a scarab with the face of a ram, its tail a hawk's, it wearing two panther skins. Thy serpent is a serpent of eternity, thine orbit, a lunar month, thy tree, a vine tree, and a Persia, thy herb, the herb of Yemen, thy fowl of heaven, a heron, thy fish, the deep, a black lebes. They are established on earth. Yub is thy name in thy body, in the sea. Thy figure of stone in which thou camest forth is a heaven is thy shrine, the earth is thy forecourt. It was my will to seize thee here today, for I am one shining, enduring. My faileth if I have not done it through the delay. I not having discovered thy name, O great entity whose name is great, the Lord of the threshing floor of heaven. I have done it. Enduring hunger for bread and thirst for water, and do thou rescue me and make me prosper, and give me praise, love, and reverence before every man. For I am the mighty bull, the great entity that is in the Azat, that came forth from the four regions of space. I am Hona, youth, the great name that is in heaven, whom they call Ampho'u, true, true. He is praised to Abydos. Ra, Horus, the boy, is my name. Chief of the entities is my correct name. Preserve me and make me to prosper. Make my vessel to become successful. Open to me, Ka, before every entity and every man that hath come forth from the stone of Ptah, for I am the serpent that came forth from noon. I am a proud Ethiopian, a rearing serpent of real gold, there being honey in my lips. That which I shall say cometh to pass at once. Ho, mighty one, for I am Anubis, the baby creature. I am Isis, and I will bind him. I am Osiris, and I will bind him. I am Anubis, and I will bind him. Thou wilt save me from every place of confusion. Las matnut, les matot, protect me, heal me, give me love, praise, and reverence. And my vessel, my bandage, here today. Come to me, Isis, mistress of magic, the great sorceress of all the entities. Horus is before me, Isis behind me. Nephthys as my diadem, a snake of the sons of Atum is that which, a Urias diadem at my head. For he that shall strike me shall strike. King Bont, here today. Mehas, mighty one, shall send out a lion of the sons of Mehas, under compulsion to fetch them to me. Mehas, mighty one, shall send out a lion of the sons of Mehas, under compulsion to fetch them to me. The souls of entity, the souls of man, the souls of the underworld, the souls of the horizon, the spirits, the dead, so that they tell me the truth today concerning that after which I am inquiring. For I am Horus, son of Isis, who goeth on board at Arca to put wrappings on the amulets, to put linen on the drowned one, the fair drowned one of the drowned. They shall rise, they shall flourish at the mouths of my vessel, my bandage, my word seeking. Arouse them for me, arouse them for me, the spirits of the dead. Rouse their souls and forms at the mouths of my vessel. Rouse them for me with the dead, rouse them for me. Rouse with the dead, rouse them for me. Rouse their souls and their forms. The fury of Pesawant, her whose son is want. The daughter of Ar, rouse them for me, rouse them for me. The auntie from the places of punishment, let them talk with their mouths, let them speak with their lips, let them say that which I have said, about which I am asking them here today. Let them speak before me, let truth happen to me. Do not substitute a face for a face, a name for a true. I am asking them here today. Let them speak before me. Let truth happen to me. Do not substitute a face for a face, a name for a true, name without falsehood in it. Ho, scarab of the true lapis lazuli, that sitteth at the pool of the pharaoh Osiris Nefer. Fill thy mouth with the water of the pool, pour it on my head together with him who is at my hand. Make me prosper, make him prosper. And conversely, until my words, let that which I say come to pass. For if that which I have said do not come to pass, I will cause fire to go round about this Saoa, until that which I have said do come to pass. For they came to the earth, they listened to me. They said to me, who art thou? To the earth they listened to me. They said to me, who art thou? I am Atum, in the sunboat of Phra. I, Kashyap, Abul. I am Ari Otatu, the chateau of. I looked out before to observe Osiris the Ethiopian. He came into my head, there being two sons of Anubis in front of him, two sons of Aphois behind him, two sons of Rera mooring him. They said to me, who art thou? Two sons of Rena mooring him. They said to me, who art thou? I am one of those two hawks that watch over Isis and Osiris. The diadem, with its glory, bring them to me. With its glory, bring them to me. The souls of the entity, the souls of man, the souls of the underworld, the souls of the horizon. So, obviously here we're identifying our different parts as human beings with the different possibilities as spiritual entities, different personal likenesses, our attachments to those different attributes. shun hane, na khants, hark, khants, ma wust, na far hatap, pa sief, shippas, ra pierre, na pa, sa shun, har nab no, wa pu, ya hut, nub hut, ag, shun piet, nub shun piet, nub aten, pa dutcher, a puck, what, pa shta, pa, aksh, yeah, pa, sief, shippas, pa, nutcher, unt, hun, pa, aten, nate, no, ta, nut, ow, za, nuth, puck, subson, war, pa, nutcher, nut, cunt, was it, rapier, abul, kan, pa, hun, nuzit, pa, taba, nun, nut, ab, rakhu, runneth, ba, raksu, kieth, ba, raksu, samtaf, pie, rakhu, runnak, pie, rakhu, hiek, pie, rakhu, samtak, runnak, wa runnak, runyak, man, runnak, war nutru, runyak, man runneth, an nutru, nub, runyak, war, runnak, nutru, nub, runyak, serpent, yes sir, runyak, law, ya nub, to, subson, runyak, macher, napat, runnak, sashan, yesu, ya, ne, runyak, puck, sashat, makar, nahar, nasare, asataf, nabak, ebus, karf pek, hafa, nazat pek, han, na warsh, pek, ha, nak, nala, sht, pek siem, na siem, mum, pek, ro nut, pat, bien, pek, rem, na, pamata, labs, kam, sat, samnat, harpata, yab, ranak, ta, nakat, kat, nup, yum, pak, sashat, na, yeah, apirk, namath, tapat, takat, kanhat, pat, takat, hiewat, wane, pa, yane, mahat, nabaktia, apwa, zanak, ka, mena, doya, banta, rough, karsak, banta, gum, runyak, panachru, nata, ne, ay, ruth, pahara qatat nat pat are ref rup hucker napat pa yab na pa mu natak nakt natak ta waza natak ta near hast mart shafat ahar ramnab zanak pa pak pa nature nut cunt was it ra pierre abel kun pa hun na zak duck hone parun nut nut pat nut auzeneth mapa o sipson ma mat sipson hasif but ra her hanan pa run hare na true brunt na mate nakt mia waze mia pa hane aun mien ark hech ahar nature nub rum nub rapier abul kun pa nie napta za ank pa huff rapier nap new nak brena kush ox na huff na nub mamut arabia na sipet pa nut zataf kar hapaf tun here apata zunk nap pa sasat nakne nak sat aya marf ank wasser aya marf ank nap aya marf erka nahmat anab sat taf nab las mat nut las matat nakt mie waze mie hast mart shafat kan pa hana pa sut tie pa mat near sat ta nub yak ta were yak none not true har hut sat masir nub hut na ta burpa wa hut na shra tampa nut na arat za pat f misht f mish stun mont tie na pahu na wa ye has apata atasha wa mie na sure ye has abu f abe the two mie subson na bie na nature na bie na rum na bie na kiet na bie nut kiet nya yaku na nam watu na tu mie ru sun ye nut mat na pahu apant ashen mushaf zunk hars Sut na amur nark where ast ahar astu at mankat nap hasa pa hasa afar nan astiv erk nahas erk repe harar naru na pe anne pe sut pe zal matat nahas namo niena yahoo na matu nahas pu ba pu sashat nanbru na pe hane nahastu namo nia erame na matu nahas namo nia subsan nahse pu ye arame pu sashat pa kiet nya pies sawante ta arb nas namo nia subsan na one tu na nu sat be mie ru zena ru mie ru matat na sapu mie ru za peze apant shun khraf kiena paho mie ru matat na mie re matat mat mat kap mie mapper tahar khur her run khur run na maat subsan amen matat aze namo ya pa makar na qstab ma mat nat khams har zezpa sha na pa fra wasar one nafar mah rak na mu na kashaf zaza arame punt natat ma waza me wazaf tas pakar sha nata paz ya cup yeah ra paza cup zara tam ta paza cup on ta ta satat nap kata kia sawa sha ta paza cup za apt sutmo yeah zunia natak yem subsan naktam nap watan napar ang are at tatu tashat at na ae kashap abol hatak anumas wasarpa kash ath nu akan azaza awan sure nap hataf sure wape musaf ank wan pierre buck nut wase sut anime wasser ta Griffith ta erme pies wa getu yeah subson na bie na lecture na bie rum bie nut kiet na bie nut Hit. And turning to the comments, Gerput, the Aras, the snake through the head thing, the Arut. We have what as a jackal entity. And for some reason, Osiris was called the Ethiopian. But an interesting thing that you find out about ancient Egypt is their culture comes from the south, and particularly the southwest. So Naharte relates to Na Hate, before me. Eretumte relates to Eretum in Coptic, but where the ta comes from, they don't know. To sew, it seems a threat to burn the bandages or the mummy. Amert relates to Emher in Coptic, meaning to across or go beyond the other side. Amerna may mean beyond. Ligatura, Erk, O, Sot, again in Egyptian. Zulmatut, probably word seeking from Zur, preserved also in Dachar. And we have Hunte as a word for punishing demons. Remember, if we're using demotic here and heretic, there are some differences in the language that don't exist in the hieroglyphs, so beware of that much. Like Pazend is not a Vestan. Farsi is not, Pahlavi, or, there's differences. Differences to the point of even being different languages in some respects. Because if a language is more different than English and French, or even English and German, I mean, why not consider it a different language? So there was reason to think. The Tibetans also had that sort of issue. So, wa mie na shur mie hus, Tibet, 3 na Tibet, na mie. Oh, so I wonder why I thought of Tibet. Antu die Sipsen, another imperative. And Nekues Kai Oi Da Imanas. So Na Mutu. Remember in the to the northeast in the edge of Asia and part of Africa, you have the idea of death as like the kind of like the Satan. We have Ore as Intum Asura and Barry Juvenis, Bora, Vastus Guerrer, or better. Nuk, I guess, kind of connects to the Nagas. As the serpent. So the jinn in ancient Egypt were often represented with the serpent as well. Nata U Na'u. Atum is a form of Ra that may refer to the poisonous serpent formed by Isis from the saw from the spittle of Ra to bite him and make him reveal his secret name. A lot of talk throughout history of God or some other entity that has a secret name that has power and all that sort of stuff. Atheh is a probable reading. Shag is supposed to mean deity, or at least something some people decide to worship. Are is an unknown word here. Nek, Nk, Pepak might mean I am he of the mighty bull, if not who the magician identifies himself with something. Hasif Abat. It's hard to tell. It could relate to the Nun Ra. Yep. The stone of Ptah is mentioned here, sort of like a philosopher's stone here. We have there's a fish called in Greek labias. In Arabic, we have labis. And it's similar to carp, but it's not the same thing. Pek, hathah, nazit. Relates to the Greek phrase ton. Eyes, on, offing. There's a figure compared with the ram-headed scarabs having hawk wings, which are common on lake coffins. On the breast of the figure of the inner coffins, where bust is not evident, the scarabs often hold two shen rings, or two scepters, ma'at feathers on them. And so we have Khns ma was Nefer Hatep is a title of the principal form of Khans at Thebes, and Khans being Khns, was a moon entity thought to be the son of Gimen and Mut, but here it's identified with her, who rises from the lotus flower, Lord of Time. So we have Hut referring to the silver. We have Shuntiet circling in the underworld. And that's one of the things that the Book of the Dead and all that sort of stuff prepares you for, is it puts you through the themes that get you in the mood for the underworld, We have the Coptic word Hana, and it relates to Nub Watib, Lord of Joy. Hanazet relates to Hana'eh. Hun is a vessel, and so vessel, the four quarters, the four boundaries, the four seasons. And so I guess we will do number 10 in the next program. Sharma, peace be unto you.